This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to find the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and all these codes will be compatible with the upcoming TCG Live client. So be sure to stock up on some codes right now and use the coupon code ZapDosTCG for 5% of your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CardMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. You can get the latest product, you can get some cool promo cards, like for instance this luxury on the screen right now. Be sure to check out the affiliate link down below, and you're going to be helping out the channel tremendously. Last but certainly not least, this video is also sponsored by YourPlaymat.com, the best website to create your own unique custom playmat. And of course, you can get 10% off your order by clicking the link down below. And you can, of course, create your own playmat by just starting here, and they ship worldwide. So what are you waiting for? So be sure to check it out. Thanks for sticking around with the commercials. Let's get this show on the road. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't ever miss a single upload. Today we're going to be talking about the Double Turbo Energy, aka DCE, but a little bit nerfed. So we are of course having Double Cardless Energy reprinted, aka in a nerfed version. In this specific version, the Double Turbo Energy actually is the same as a DCE, but actually make sure you slap 20 less damage to your opponent's Pokemon. So this is a very interesting way you could be playing with, of course, DCE once again in standard, because the only thing we had at this point was Twin Energy. Twin Energy is only able to accelerate itself as a DCE to non-rule box Pokemon, so you cannot like use DCEs on actually Twin Energies on V or VMAX Pokemon, which was a little bit of a bummer. This time around, Double Turbo Energy actually allows you to do that. There is a catch, however. There's 20 less damage that you dish out to the opponent's active Pokemon, actually to the opponent's Pokemon in general, even the bench ones. So interesting scenario for sure, but there's a whole heap of Pokemon that actually don't even attack in the first place, or have an attack that don't mind actually having this 20 reduction, because how powerful two energies at the same time is. So if you guys are excited for this video, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways, and we're going to be talking about all the cards from Sword and Shield all the way to Fusion Strike, which actually could require Double Turbo Energy. I know Double Turbo Energy only comes out in February, and our crazy Brilliant Star set, Brilliant Stars, comes out on the 25th of February, but we already have knowledge of course getting this card, and that's why we need to take a look at all the Sword and Shield cards that actually might have an impactful boost with Double Turbo Energy, because right now you could be playing 4 Twin Energies and 4 Double Turbo Energy, so stuff like Mad Party, for a little instance, is gonna be of course playable once again. So let's just get the show on the road. First of all, I want to shout out to of course the Arceus V, which also comes in the Brilliant Star set, that is able to use this energy as this perfect Trinity charge. Actually says search your deck for 3 basic energies and attach them to your V Pokemon in any way that you like. So with 4 of these Double Turbo Energies in your deck, I know you're slapping less damage, but you're going to be using it in the first place to use Trinity Charge, and that's very, very strong because you can accelerate basic energies to your entire field, and that's powerful. Not only that, this attack also does not even care about the 20 reduction. Even if you would go to the Arceus V Star here, you would still be slapping 180, which is enough to 2-shot all the V Maxes in town. So a very, very great energy coming to us shortly. So we're going to be talking about all these cards. I actually listed them up here, so hopefully you guys are excited. First of all is Durant. This Durant from Darkness Ablaze is crazy. Devour actually was a very great attack during the period of Noble Victories. I even piloted the deck for a little bit. It was fun to just discard the opponent's deck, and mill decks have not been too successful as of late. And now Durant could actually shine because of the Double Turbo Energy coming out in February. That means Durant can have 4 Twin Energies that I can use on top of 4 Double Turbo Energies. We're not attacking, so the damage reduction doesn't bother us in the slightest. And with of course the Rescue Carrier printed in Evolving Skies, Durant has of course a way to get back in the format. Play this with the Rescue Carrier, play this with Level Balls to find your Durant, and you're gonna have a fantastic day. The opponent will not have a fantastic day, but you will have, because you can have of course things to slow the opponent down like Crushing Hammers, etc. So Durant is something you should be getting 4 copies of, just because of the fact that the Double Turbo Energy is coming out. Next is Galarian Rapidash V, firstly only promoted as a promotional promo card, but then also got its print in Chilling Reign. So Galarian Rapidash V, Libra Horn. Yeah, put damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon until its remaining HP is 100. So on VMAXs, that's crazy. You just slaughter so much damage for just one attachment on a basic. So that's going to be very strong. If you're playing a double turbo energy list with Galarian Rapidash or something, it's going to be crazy. Next up is this little fella over here, Togekiss V Max. You're slapping 120 damage, and then you can put 2 cards from the deck straightly into your hand. It's slapping 120 damage, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be going to 100 with the double turbo energy, which is still not too bad because most of the time you will be, of course, running powerful card energies on top of that. So powerful card energies are nice with Togekiss, but just having a 1 energy attachment is nice because this opens the door to double turbo energy, slapping some damage, using it to find Cheryl, and it's going to be broken. And not only that, did I even talk about the new Share and Scare that we're getting? Put 1 Carlos Pokemon that has any damage counters on it and all cards attached to it to your hand, so you could loop. So we have, if the opponent is not able to one-hit KO Togekiss V Max, you could loop Togekiss into the infinity. So you slap Togekiss on the bench unless they have a lot of bosses, or then they can go after your Togekiss V, but literally you can just pick it up, evolve the one on the bench, and just go in circles. It's gonna be crazy. You have Cheryl, you have the Charon's guide, was it? Yeah, Care. So crazy things coming for Carlos Pokemon. There's more where those came from. Moving forward is Mad Party. Got a huge smack with the loss of triple accelerated energy, but now is gonna come back into the format. I don't know if it's gonna be too impactful because of too many sniping Pokemon in the format. We have Dragapult, we have Jolteon, we have Rapid Strike, Urshifu, but still it has a chance to be a viable deck because now you don't need to like make sure you run a lot of Celebes to find your energies or play Flaffy. I've seen a lot of crazy Mad Party decks that probably don't work out. Next is Salazzle. Salazzle with the derisive roasting slaps 9 damage for every special condition affecting your opponent's active. There are, of course, the new Butterfree line coming, which can evolve instantly. So you can evolve into Metapod instantly. And there's also the way you can go into this Butterfree and then make sure that the opponent is immediately burned, confused, and poisoned. And with Scoop Up Net, you can do it again. So that is a boost for the Salazzle engine, as, of course, the double turbo energy allows it to attack instantly. We already have Twin Energy. I know the 20 reduction might be impactful here, but let's just be honest. If you have like 3 special conditions and the 20 reduction actually slaps it down to like there's 90, 180, 270, that's gonna come down to 250 with special conditions, still hits numbers on V-Star Pokemon. So yeah, with Poison and Burn, you're gonna get there. So I have some hopes for Salazzle. Next is Greedent V. This is something that Sander Wojcik over at Twitter already said, that you could be playing Greedent V with the new Greedent V Max for the extra HP, running memory capsules on it and go for the crunch attack here. Because you only slap 20 damage, you can keep discarding energies here. Discarding energy from your opponent's active. On top of that, you play Crushing Hammers, Steam Yalgrans, and all that, and the opponent will be crying in the corner because Greedent can now do this for 1 energy. It's like a Senti Control-ish, but with Greedent instead. Next is the Wobbuffet from Sword and Shield. You never saw the light of day. Switch all damage counters on this Pokemon with those on your opponent's active Pokemon. A very interesting scenario that you could be getting off with a double turbo energy. Next is Golisopod, Hard Time Slash, 30 damage plus 50 more for every one of the opponent's V Pokemon that they have in play. Typically you won't be doing too much damage, but most decks do have a V attacker, so you can be slapping 80 on Sobbles, which is not too bad. And that is very consistent because you can be running 4 double turbo energies and 4 Twin Energy. So Golisopod, pretty interesting because even with 80 damage minus the 20, you still knock out Sobble. So Golisopod is an interesting one. Has seen a little bit of play with the form of Aerodactyl in the days of the triple accelerated energy. Maybe something like that could come into fruition with, of course, the double turbo energy. Altaria can then attack for 1 energy. It's probably better to be running powerful cards energies and capture energies with Altaria because you're immune from V Pokemon, but still, it's something I wanted to point out here. Cramorant, huge! Now you have Twin Energy on top of the crazy double turbo energy to power up Cramorant. So a lot of these one price decks that require on Carlos, double Carlos energy actually will be running 4 Twin Energies and 4 double turbo energies, and that's gonna help up the Cramorant list so much. That means you could be playing, you don't have to be playing stuff like Orion to accelerate that energy at specific random moments. You could be running a lot of Resurgent stuff and just dig through your deck, get those energies, and go crazy. Moving forward is another one, NDD, and that slaps 10 damage for every card in your hand. You can get this out with Twin Energy or, of course, the double turbo energy. Just make sure if you're using the double turbo energy, your damage output gets reduced by 20. Then there's Snorlax V Max. You could be running Capture Energy on the early phase, and then when you evolve, you can go for that crazy double turbo energy. Then Snorlax V Max is crazy. It's a tank. You could be running Big Charms on top of it, maybe Hyper Potion. Did I actually mention that you have to get rid of 2 energies with Hyper Potion? That's also a way you could be running around with the double turbo energy. Moving forward, Xerneas V Max. With, of course, in the past we had triple Accelerate Energy, which helped out the archetype quite a bit. Now you could be using maybe 1 or 2 copies of the double Turbo Energy, so make sure that you don't need a bazillion Houndooms in play in order to just get crazy consistent max win spirits off on the second turn. Next there's Smurgle, Live Painting, very cool in the pre-release. Will it ever be a successful deck? Who knows, but 30 damage, reveal any number of basic energy cards from your hand. This deck does 30 damage for every type of basic energy revealed. Very crazy pairable with stuff like the Eldegoss, which scouts out 2 basic energies from the deck. You can be running a couple of those, and then run, of course, your amount of special energies, 20 energies on top of double turbo energies. Then Celebrations brought us some very crazy Pokemon in the form of Reshiram, 20 damage to each of the opponent's bench Pokemon, on top of stuff like the Telescopic Sight. That could be something fun to try out. Next is the Xerneas. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Very similar to the Arceus that we've seen here with the Trinity Charge. Then there's, of course, the Cry of Destruction Yveltal, which you can get off with a single 20 energy. Discard up to 3 special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. Maybe one crazy control player could be making this work, because there's also, as I want to point out here a little bit further, there's a Slurpuff here, which actually is able to get cards from your discard pile. So maybe a control list could work out with Yveltal. Then there's Lunala. For a single attachment, double the amount of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Could be very disruptive. If you pair that with a Reshiram and some spread, this could actually be a deck. Who knows? It's going to be interesting for sure. Also, now that I think about it, if you use the double turbo energy on here, it's probably going to be worse because you slap 20 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. It's not stating active, so maybe we need to take this into with a grain of salt. With, of course, I'm just going to remove it, because now that I think about it, 20 less damage is going to be, it's just stayed on every Pokemon, not the active. Moving forward, there is the Rush and Solgaleo, only going to be able to slap 80 damage, so not going to be too impactful, but able to accelerate energies though. Then there's the Ludicolo from Rebel Clash. There's also the Lombre from Rebel Clash, which you can get into play with the top entry ability. Spirited Rushdown, 60 damage for each prize card you have taken. If you are playing the other Ludicolo, it only works out with, yeah, the other Ludicolo only boosts damage from basic Pokemon, but this is an interesting attack that I wanted to mention. Next is Eldegoss. If you're playing something with the double turbo energy, you might as well play Eldegoss, because you can instantly use the float up attack to get it back in the hand, funny enough. Then there's some mill cards here. There's the Sand Sink, the Palo Sand, can use it for a single double turbo energy. Same for the Toxtricity. Of course, there's Glimwood Tangle that you need to play with this, otherwise you just mill yourself, and there's still a 25% of chance that you still mill yourself. The Galarian Rapidash actually has the Spreading Spite. For each damage counter on this Galarian Rapidash, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. Very cool, right? Next is the Phalanx with the team attack, 30 damage for every Phalanx in its name. And then there's the Ball Juggling Mr. Rhyme. Discard any number of item cards you have. Most of these one prizers are better off with Twin Energy, but it's maybe you could be playing like 4 Twin Energies and then 2 of the double turbo energies. They have more ways to work around it. There's still the Ball Guy supporter card that you could use with Galarian Mr. Rhyme. Galarian Stunfisk could now scratch their metal energies and their saucers, and you just go for the double turbo energies and just make sure if the opponent attacks them, they put 12 damage counters on themselves, which is crazy. Although playing metal energies is probably better because you of course have the metal skin, but if you move up that space, there's something you could do with it. Maybe there's the Tread on Terina, which wants to be a Tangrowth very badly. 10 damage plus 50 more for every card energy in the opponent's Pokemon retreat cost. Probably better off playing Leafeon V Max, but there's an option here. Slurpuff, flip 3 coins for every head, put a number of cards of, from the discard pile in the hand. So getting everything back instantly in the hand is pretty nice. There's a Tauros, 20 damage plus 20 more for every damage counter on this Pokemon. So yeah, you could be playing some damage counters. Maybe you play like Escape Ropes and Switches with the, when there was a Stadium card out there that Spiritomb also used to use Spike Mud, so you could be going back and forth with your Tauros, but probably going to be better with Houndoom to put more energies on there and slapping more damage. Flareon V Max, you could be using the double turbo energy and it won't affect the damage output too much because it's a 100 damage multiplier. You have to discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Maybe with the new Stadium card, there is of course something that we can work with. There's the Magma Basin. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from their discard pile to one of your bench fire Pokemon and then put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. In combination with those double turbo energies, Flareon could attack out of nowhere without needing the help of Houndoom. Kangaskhan has the Rally back going, of course, if a Pokemon's knocked out, 120. Then there's the Garbodor from Vivid Voltage that never saw a huge amount of play. Trash Cyclone, 30 damage. And then that's times the number of tool cards in your discard pile. Now you have to shuffle them back, so you need a Chinchino engine. And then last but not least is the X-Plowed, 50 damage multiplier for every Pokemon with round in its attack name. Okay. Then there are a couple of cards. There's the one here from Fusion Strike that heals all damage from each of your bench Pokemon. If you healed any damage that way, shuffle this Pokemon back. So healing archetypes are gonna have this as its disposal. Probably not gonna be too impactful seeing as it's a stage 2. I also written down a couple of other cards, but I have to go through them once again because these are not available. I used the Limitless Proxy Maker, of course, to list up all those cards. So we need to look at double cardless energy attack cost. So let's all roll out with the Meryl. The Togedemaru is also one of these that can use it. So that's very interesting for sure. Any other Pokemon with double cardless energy, there is your opponent reveals their hands. That's not too great, semi-poor. But now, as you've seen, you can of course look at all the Pokemon with 2 cardless energies and their attack cost, and look at them completely different thanks to the introduction of the double turbo energy. So again, Jigglypuff also part of the Let's All Roll Out. And the cool thing about this is that you hit specific weaknesses. You have Meryl, Water type, Jigglypuff, Psychic type. There's a lot of types that you could use in that Let's All Roll Out deck. Are there any other cards here? We're just scrolling through the Fusion Strike cards to make sure that we, of course, don't miss out on anything. If I've missed out on anything, be sure to let me know down below in the comments section. So, like, for example, this weak Tyranitar could be using the double turbo energy. Not that I'm going to ever use that because it's a very bad card. But yeah, as a little example, you could be looking at them all very, very differently. Like, for example, a weak Skarmory can instantly use the double twin energy. And that's what I love about the introduction of that specific special energy. Okay, I also was talking about the memory capsule on the Greedent V. Not only that, you can be using Turn a Profit and instantly go for more damage. You only slap 10 damage that way, by the way, so you will need a way to slap more damage. Powerful Cardless Energy is probably way better, but there's always some funky builds out there. And also, if you're thinking about playing with any of these special energies, might I remind you that there is a Celebi in the format that allows you to look at the top 6 cards of your deck and find an energy. As you want to see, there's Celebi from Shining Fates. Let's see here, Celebi, Shining Fates. Here it is. This is the one, the Woodland Stroll Celebi. So yeah, that's it for this video. It's a small impactful video all about the use of the double cardless energy and the standard format. The double turbo energy, aka twin energy. There's like 2 of them you can use right now in decks, which is very, very awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorite Pokemon that you will use with double cardless energy reprint. For me, it's probably going to be the Galarian Rapidash. I think there's a lot of combinations with that possible, although the Togekiss V Max deck also becomes better as Durant. So that's why I put them at the first 3 Pokemon that I wanted to mention. So let me know in the comment section what Pokemon you will love with, of course, abusing this crazy energy, the double turbo energy. And also let me know if you think it's bad that they nerfed DCE. Does this mean DCE never comes back? Who knows? And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So be sure to check out our sponsors as well. There's of course PotonStore.com, the best place for TCGO code cards. They will have Fusion Strike up on stock very shortly. They are also compatible with TCG Live, so stock up on codes while you can. So use that coupon code, get yourself some promo codes that you probably want. Crobat, Xerneas, Zacian, Dragapult, Jolteon. There's a lot of things you can choose from. Go over to the website and use that coupon code. Also, go check out cardmarket.com, the best European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, so you guys should check it out as well. Use the referral name ZapdosTCG when creating an account. Then there's also one lucky €5 coupon code for one lucky person. If you're that person, be sure to let me know what you're going to purchase with the €5. And of course, as always, use the referral name ZapdosTCG when creating an account over at Cards Market. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com. Click the link down below, get 10% off, because on yourplaymat.com you can create your own unique custom playmat. What better way to start the season than creating your own custom playmat and making everybody jelly because your design is awesome. Upload your favorite wallpaper, design something yourself. They ship worldwide, so what are you waiting for? Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG epic news. Peace!